This is actually something that I get asked a lot. What made me switch from artificial food color to natural food color? Why did I go dye-free? And I want to tell you, the truth is that I didn't start with artificial food color. I started my baking and decorating business, and I started in this industry natural from the beginning. So I did have a lot of history of baking and decorating cakes and cookies and cupcakes and all sorts of stuff, especially growing up because my father was a baker. And so I definitely got exposed to food coloring, and I can guarantee you it was artificial food coloring. And so I didn't really think much of food coloring at all because I grew up around artificial food coloring and just using what was available. But fast forward to 2022, when my daughter was a year old, as a family, like collectively, we switched to natural colors in our house. We also cut out fragrances and a bunch of other stuff. But I was getting constant migraines, and so I figured out that one of my triggers was actually yellow food coloring, specifically yellow 5. And that made me dive into just a really big rabbit hole where I figured out that artificial food color just wasn't great for us. And so I did a lot of research and I switched our entire house from anything artificial food color related, even the dog food. I changed to all natural colors, and what happened is that my daughter was turning 2, and I didn't know a cookie decorator that used natural food colors, and I searched high and low and I couldn't even find a decorator in my area that was willing to try to use natural colors. They just told me that it couldn't be done. And there's something that you may not know about me, but if someone tells me that something can't be done, I am going to prove them wrong. And that's exactly what I did. I had been watching decorating videos, cookie decorating videos for years. I even remember during like COVID times, I spoke to my dad and I told him I was thinking of doing like cookie decorating, and he told me to go for it. He has since passed away, and so I really do think that he would be incredibly proud of everything that I have created. But I decided then and there, when it was leading up to my daughter's 2nd birthday, I was going to be decorating cookies for her birthday, and I didn't really blossom into a business until a few weeks after that, where I had a few people starting to ask me for cookies because friends and family, because they had been to my daughter's birthday party and they really just loved the cookies and they loved the fact that they were dye-free. And so I essentially turned it into a business, and as they say, the rest is history. I will be honest, the beginning was very frustrating for me. I just went to the store and got some natural food colors, a liquid-based brand, which I'm sure many of you have used. And at the time, I was also using glaze instead of royal icing. And when I tell you that I had trouble after trouble, that would not be an exaggeration. All of the colors that I tried were oversaturated. I had terrible problems with color bleed, and the colors just didn't look the way that I wanted them to, and the icing structure was really poor. So I knew that if I was going to turn this into a business, and a successful business, that I was going to have to figure out how to do this in a different way. I was going to have to work on my technique and figure out if this is even possible. And again, I had something to prove to myself for some reason, and I decided I was going to make it work. No matter what, I was going to figure it out. And I did tell myself that if I did figure it out, that I was going to teach other people how to do the same. And that is what I'm doing today. So it is literally just exactly what I dreamed about doing. And now I can't imagine going back. I can't imagine using artificial color, just knowing what I know, that it is very much possible. And I have helped thousands of people either switch to natural food color from artificial color or start a natural decorating business from the beginning. And most importantly, I have given them the confidence to be able to do that. So if that is something that you are interested in, which if you're watching this video and you got this far, I guarantee you're interested in it. Dye Free keeps coming up for you for a reason, and I think that you should give it a chance. So make sure that you follow me, subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone that you think could use this message. Maybe you are looking for a dye-free decorator and you'd like your local cookie lady to try it out. Send her this video. I promise you it is totally possible. You can decorate naturally, whether it comes to cookies or cakes or anything. There is always a solution, and a good solution at that.